Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jermaine, and for today's video, I thought I would try out something a bit different, a bit weird. I saw the other day on Instagram this really weird makeup hack thing where this girl kind of just applied lipstick all over her face, more or less, before going with foundation, and then like using a sponge to cover everything up, and then using concealer, and then using another lipstick to just apply all over her eyes, all over her face. I mean, like, she just ends up looking like some really cute glowing angel, like Cupid angel, baby angel thing. So yeah, I just thought I wanted to try that out, though I don't know how it works. I mean, like, I know about the color correcting obviously and using lipstick to color correct, but this girl didn't look as if she needed a lot of color correcting for one, and I thought it might have helped her look a little bit more like baby-like with like the red around the eyes and making it look more swollen in a sense, because that can tend to make someone look a little cuter. You guys get the gist from this video, and I'm just gonna try it out and see if it makes me look anything close to being that cute. And I just received today a new PR package from MUSEMOOD. They're like a new maker of like beauty sponges, and I just got these in the mail. It came in like this really nice ornament container thing with 2 sponges. Okay, anyways, let's just get started. I think it's gonna be quite an easy one to do, like technique and steps wise. She used like a really orangey brown toned liquid lipstick sort of thing. I'm just gonna use like one of my usual red lipstick, which is my COLOURPOP collaboration with Disney Villains in the shade Evil Queen. It's like this true red, almost like a almost blue tone red shade. It's pretty much true red and it's quite dark. So I'm just gonna like apply it over my face where she applied hers. Even though it's not like a liquid lipstick, it's probably gonna do the job, and hopefully it turns out alright, because I'm actually wait, I need to where did she put it again? Under her eyes, on her nose, and here, but she has like a blemish here, so I'm not sure if I should put it here anyways, but I'm gonna do it. I don't know, that's what she did. And actually I'm gonna take a photo first, because this makes for a really nice thumbnail. You know, if this doesn't work, I think it's gonna like seriously stain my skin. So I hope it's going to be like worth it in the end. I'll walk around with like really stained under eyes for like a couple of days. I'm not really into that. I'm just gonna try to blend this out. She didn't really blend it out as much. Okay. I'm not really one to try out this kind of weird stuff, but I feel like this beauty hack might actually work. Like, I have a good feeling that this works, so I'm just gonna try and see if it does. Also, like, she used like a liquid lipstick, so it was definitely a lot harder for her to blend it out than I do. Also, like, did I put too much here? I probably did. I look so bad. What's going on? Okay, now I look absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh my god. Okay, let's just go in with foundation. Okay, we're gonna use my favorite, the Face Shop Ink Lasting Foundation. I have it in the shade N201, which is Apricot Beige. I'm gonna put like 2 pumps. Don't think I need 2 pumps actually. Anyways, I'm just gonna dot this all over my face like she did. I haven't used this in a while, but I think it's like a medium to almost full coverage foundation with like a really nice skin-like finish. I really liked this at one point. I just stopped using it because of all the new foundations that I own now. So it's not really that it stopped being my favorite. I'm just not actively using it now, I guess. I'm sort of subconsciously avoiding applying foundation over the red areas, although we're supposed to apply it over top. I think I used about like 1.5 pumps. Oh yeah, I was thinking that it's a good thing that this sponge is red in color, because imagine if it's like a sponge that's like white. Oh my god. Okay, anyways. First time using this sponge as well. I remarked on Instagram that it felt really soft and really nice. And it's really bouncy. Bounce, 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 bounce. I'm not really like a sponge user much. I do like to use it, and at one point that was all I used. Then I don't know what happened. I just kind of went back to brushes and never looked back since. But once in a while I'll still like go in to use like some brushes just to, you know, play around. It's not as if I hate them, I just Oh no, it's so red. Is this going to be a fail because of the color that I use or something? I'm definitely looking really blushy. Much blushier than she was looking in the video. Maybe I'm just gonna go in with the remainder of this foundation just to try to cover up everything a little more. Now that I'm like using this sponge, I think when I was looking through the company's Instagram, they were just talking about how their sponge doesn't absorb too much product. I don't know about that. I mean, I don't see blobs of it, so I think that's quite true. But in terms of like application and feeling, works really well. It's my face is really pink. I don't know if that's why she used like a liquid lipstick, because that's not gonna move as much as like a traditional lipstick that's a cream formula does, like this. But I am looking really, really pink right now. Oh no. What have I done? Anyways, I'm gonna use some concealer to try to like correct my mess using my Born This Way concealer as usual. Just dotting some over top of the redder areas to try to tone it down a little. What have I done? Is this the look that she was going for? Is this how she managed to look so baby-like? Because she just looks like she's pink. I understand the theory behind layering a red color below your foundation and then covering it all up and then adding whatever blush you want on top. If you just put foundation first and then layer a blush over top, you're just gonna get a very foundation-y look with like blush on. Whereas if you kind of layer like a blush shade down below first and then go in with like a foundation, you kind of get this look on my face, which is like, I don't know if you can see on camera. I'm not sure if it actually looks good on camera, but in person I look like I might have a problem. I've been so impressed by everything that has come my way in PR. I'm so grateful for like all this opportunities that companies give me to try their products. I don't feel like I'm being biased because they sent it to me. I just feel like I really like them. I love makeup, you see, so like things that I receive, the things that I use, if it doesn't upset me too much, I usually would like them a lot more. Does that make sense? Like there's no in between. Either I love makeup or I dislike a product because it doesn't work. I hope that makes sense. Also, I hope I don't look as red on camera because I look kind of ridiculous in real life. Oh, I can get into these crevices over here with like tip of this sponge over here, which is like, it's like laser cut into like a fine point, which I think is really good. Usually I can't get into the crevices around my nose to blend, but this one is thin enough and pointy enough so that I can get in. And these two areas make it so that when I wedge it into the sides of my nose, like these two areas, these flat areas, it kind of helps blend out the surrounding area. Honestly speaking, it doesn't look too bad. I should have been able to correct this area over here, which is lots of acne, with the same like red lipstick shade because it's like color correcting. So actually I should use something that's more orange for something like this because it's kind of purple. So if I use like an orange lipstick below to prep before I kind of go over with like my concealer, I can kind of cancel out this patch of discoloration over here. But since I didn't do that, it's a little too late. But anyways, ignoring that side, the complexion looks pretty nice. It looks a little pink, definitely. It's like I used a foundation that's a little too pink for me. I'm gonna do my brows now. I found this video on like one of those, you know, like on the Discover page, where like all these accounts just share videos without crediting the original creator sort of things. I don't know who that girl is in the video. I don't think I'll ever find a way to know who she is, but if anyone knows who she is, if anyone happens to know, please let me know so that I can like credit appropriately. I don't even know where she's from, but it's on like an Indonesian makeup hacks sharing page. I just saw that video on my Discover feed and I just thought it was quite intriguing, so I wanted to save it and try it out for myself because she really looked so cute afterwards. Also, I've really been liking using this eyeshadow palette to do my brows with. It has like just the right tones and the right texture for my particular like preference in brow powders. Anyways, now that we're done with that, let's just go with the next step. I'm not sure which one I should use. Maybe I should use this because this is technically like a blush as well. This is from Cute Press. It is their cheek and lip gel or lip and cheek gel in the shade Bubblegum Pink. It's like the shade that she used almost, like it's like a light pink shade. I think it's the exact same consistency as well, even though it's not exactly the same shade. My face is already so pink though. On my eyes like this. And then on my nose, on my cheeks. She did like smaller blobs, but oh well. Here, and also just apply on the lips, I guess. Okay, I'll blend that out later. She blended it in with her sponge too, I think. So let's just do the same. I really do like this shade and this formula of product. It's like one of my favorite stuff that Cute Press does. And I found this on my own, they didn't send it to me. They didn't even know that I existed when I found this product. They only found me because I found their products first. And yep. So that's the nose and the eyes. Just pounce it in. I'm not sure what this does. I guess just add cuteness to the look. I guess. It's pink, definitely. Actually, I'm gonna use this to blend my lips in a little. Oh, I kind of just made it a little foundation-y. Hold on. Undo mistake. Okay, one more layer of that on my lips. Okay, let's do this. Let's blend up with my fingers instead. Is that all she did? I'm seeing a really glowy and, I don't know, pinky look to the face. What do you guys think? Like, this is literally all she did. She does have like eye enlarging contact lenses in, so that makes her look a lot cuter. I don't have it in right now, so I guess to kind of cheat a little and add my little own twist to the look, I'm gonna put on some mascara because I think that frames my eyes a little more, like to make up for the fact that I don't have contact lenses in. I'm not trying to build up very chunky lashes, I'm just coating them so they don't look so transparent, I guess. And on the bottom. Sorry about the noise outside. My dad's in a conference call right now, so if you can hear someone talking, that would be my dad. I think with that we're done. We're done with the look. It's like a 3, 4, 5, 6 with the mascara, 5 without the mascara sort of look. You can just leave the house like this and no one's gonna think that you went crazy with the lipstick before you went out of the house. I think it looks really good on camera. Maybe that's what this is for. Because in person, I think I look a little ridiculous. I look a little too pink. Maybe I should have really done it with like a liquid lipstick instead of like a cream lipstick. Maybe that's my fault. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just too yellow for this. Maybe you need to just match your neck a little. If I just zoom you in onto my face and you can't see my neck much, you can see that it really does look quite nice. And I have like really glowy skin. Also because I didn't powder my face and she didn't either. But it's like I just look really healthy, I guess, because it's like pink with health. Like you have nice flash on, you have really dewy, nice glowy skin. Natural, almost like you're not wearing makeup. Maybe you're wearing your brows and nothing much else. A little bit of lip balm maybe. You just have like really naturally pink and cute lips. I think that's the vibe I'm getting from this makeup look. I might adopt the blush under foundation technique but make it my own in my future makeup looks, because I can definitely see the technique working. It replicates that look of translucent skin very well, like the very Asian ideal of like pale, translucent, really baby-like and really just angelic, and you have that glow as well. So I can see this working out very well, especially if you're like the kind of person that you just want to look cuter but not necessarily like you're wearing lots of makeup. This is like not even lots of makeup. What do you think of this makeup look? What do you think of the techniques? Do you think it's just all of us? Do you think you'll ever try this out? I think it's worth a try, definitely, if you're feeling like you have nothing better to do at home. It's worth a try. I wouldn't say that this is perfect makeup, but I wouldn't say that it's like a fail either. So I think it's one of the better, safer makeup hacks to try if you want to try any at home. And with that, I think we're at the end of today's video. Hope you enjoyed this one. It was really fast. I thoroughly enjoyed this one and I hope you did too. Do remember to like this video if you enjoyed it as well, and also do remember to subscribe to my channel down below if you haven't already. I'll be so happy to have you with the rest of us here on my channel. And if you don't know already, I do have an Instagram. Duh. My Instagram handle is at @ChermCCW if you do not know already. I make a lot of content there as well, makeup content. I hope you will go there and check me out and maybe give me a follow there as well. That would be great. And with that, thank you so much for watching all the way to the end, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!